Okay, I'm back. I hope the music isn't too loud. This is gonna be the background music for the entire stream, for most of it. Until I do practice, then I'll see if crew's okay with being streamed or not. I don't even think we have 4. Depends on what we do. I'm not too sure, so I'll probably have to mute and all that. Sounds good to you. Also, Lupus, it's not available as a redeem yet. We're getting it touched up a little bit. We're just gonna fix it up. It was good to begin with, but we're gonna make it just its own audio. So, I'll get it up there when I get it up there. For now, I'm just trying to figure out which one I want to start with here. I gotta throw my brain all the way back to... Yo, hello. Now, I know this isn't the obscure, this is Apollo on the YouTube side, right? I think so. Dang, I lost my thing. I had it all set up. Also, heads up for chat. It's gonna make me really... It's gonna be really difficult to read chat today. I will do my best. But if I do miss something, let me know. I can see the Twitch side easier than the YouTube side, but I will still be able to see it. It just might not be as quick. I'm gonna have to open up my tablet and boot up the YouTube side, just so I can read it. I might do that later on, once I know if it becomes active. Till then, I'll leave it as be. This is what I want. I am trying to find one more thing. What am I missing? How is that one not in here? Wait a second. Oh, man. And I don't think I have it in mine. I don't. I gotta go way back up for that folder edit. Okay, don't worry. Okay, so while I'm looking for this, because I thought I had all the files, but I do not. I'm missing my one for Barnacle. I think Barnacle's the only one I'm missing. I have to really dig into the memory bank for these. And yes, I have to go all the way back to Sizzle Season for this stuff, because a lot of things have changed. Is that it? That's it. I found it. Do I have Humpback? I don't have Humpback, I swear. I apparently didn't do Humpbacks either. I thought I did. I know I did Humpbacks once after Splatoon 2's. I opened it, looked at them, and was just like, maybe I could just, like, copy pasta these. And then I'm like, no, I can't. Hang on. Almost got him. So, I have to go all the way back to Sizzle Season. I did do them a few times, but you're gonna see how complicated this is gonna be for me because I don't have a legit photo editing system. I do these really weird, and people are probably going to cringe. So I kind of apologize in advance if this seems a little cringeworthy because I have to do everything precise and I cannot undo. If I undo one thing, it undoes the entire thing, and it's so annoying. I'll get it though eventually. I have so many tabs open. Oh my god. Okay. So the music isn't overpowering me, correct? Correct? There's the Sendo site. The Sendo site isn't... It wasn't fully updated. And since I've already done them once one way, now I gotta do it the rest. And when I try to save stuff off of the site for a picture reference, it doesn't give the plans either, like the last one did. And it kind of annoys me, so I have to do it my way. Which is a bit annoying, yes, but it is what I have to do. Okay, I'm just gonna pull up one of my maps real quick to see how I did this. Right, it's red, purple, yellow, more oval-like shapes with 3 labels. Okay. Alrighty. I think I got this. What is this? Barnacle. Zones. Now I need this folder. And I need this to edit with 3D. Aha! Okay, we're cruising now. I know, I'm not gonna have my little avatar floating in the corner today. Just because of how this is. We're gonna have an on and off display. Okay! How I do these. One is make sure you got an bearing of the map. At this point in time, Barnacle's been played on several things. There's one map out of this entire thing that I'm unfamiliar with that I've played on maybe about 4 times, and I still hate it. But we're gonna start with Barnacle. This one's relatively simple, in a way. I'm gonna put "in a way" in quotes, because the middle gets a little funky in other modes, but Zones is relatively on the easier side, at least. Okay, let me see the things. This is what I want. 2D shapes. We need the circle. First place first, we've got... I'm gonna mark this as 2. Basically, this entire spot. I marked the defensive, like the positions you want to take more on defense first, because then they're basically almost mirrored to the offense side when you're trying to make a push and stuff. Some of them are a little different when you try to go more on offense, but it is kind of how it is. So we'll try here on defense. This entire plat, I could just go the entire circle like this, but that's not how it works. Let me just find a nice little shape here for a circle. That'll work. Okay, and now we want to color it. This is our defense. Thickness. Alright, let's move this little guy over here. So we're gonna put here, gonna make a copy. We're gonna put another one up here. Also, something I have when you guys review this on the drive, I don't actually know if I have this as a command. And I don't know what to call it if I do. But anywho, this is a drive I have made to public for newer backlines to use. It's just a general guide. Like, you can position wherever you feel comfortable, but this is just a guide of, like, the traditional ones, kind of some other ones that you can take that are more risky. This one up here is a really main spot. It's just, if you have someone pushing you from the ramp here, you're immediately stuck. Yeah, Lepus, I thought I don't know if I made a command for there. I don't know if it's called, if I called it drive, or if I even made one, is the thing. But anywho, what is it meant by optionals? I'll get there. We're not there yet. Optionals are one that you can take, which you can have a slight advantage over, but you are at greater risk. And I'll explain one of those when we get to more like the Rainmaker Tower side. The defense part. This one, I love how this arrow is. It just kind of, you know, you see it. Anywho, this one here, I need backliners to remember that this is actually more dangerous of a spot than you think it is. Because now you can see my mouse, but from this area here, you can get shot up at by shorter range and stuff like that, even through the grates. I've seen people use the grates for an advantage. Blasters have a special advantage on this side. They can shoot up through the grates, the explosion radius still hits you. The other part is, if you're getting pushed from the ramp and you haven't retreated at this point, if you got a Zuka coming towards you, you don't have a lot of escape route. It's either you back up into this corner and die, or you gotta back up and get out really quickly. So backliners, when you take the spot, make sure nobody is underneath of you, and you're not being pressed. Other than that, you gotta work your way over. Especially at the start of the game, because this is a tricky one. I know a lot of frontliners want to come over here, a lot of midliners want to come over here and go up here. No drive command. Okay, well, let's name it drive. And I will put the link in chat here. Okay, that should be a link to it. So yeah, we can name that drive and go from there. But yeah, so this is a really careful spot. It's a defense spot, but I almost want to mark it orange for that reason, because you're missing a lot of escape route. The only way you have is basically across the ramp, so, but as you have control of the area, definitely be up here, because the more space you can control, the better. Another defense spot that a lot of people like is up here. Of course, that's a common one. For zones especially. Definitely a side that can be attacked, but you do have an escape route and all that. It's a good high point for those to take. So these are the three general ones in a neutral state. Now let's go into a place as if you're locked out, you're coming back from a wipe. The main points you want to try to control are up here, up here, up here, and up here. Of course, the top one being the most risky, but those are kind of the main points. I don't recommend this far left side, just because you don't have a whole lot to look at. This block is better. But if you do have people in the pit, yeah, do this one. But I'm not going to mark it just for that scenario, because this is like the last worst case scenario. So I'm not going to mark it. This is kind of the side that your frontliners can use to hop down. That way, if you're over here, you can support the cover fire for them. And then you're all like, you know, making your way back in together. But you have to make sure that you're on the same page as your front line. And kind of go from there. There we go. Thanks, Lepus. So that's mainly the defense points for zones. Is this even on shuffle? I thought I shuffled this. Oh well. Okay, now going if you want to do a push. Say your team's pushing, you've gotten the zone capped. Where do you want to go as a backliner when you have advantage? One spot, of course, number one is up here. You always want to take this spot as soon as you can. It's huge. You can hit all the way up here. You can cover this. You can even poke people in the pit. You can cover this. Me as a Hydra, of course, being in the... every time when I go in these pictures, I always equip a Hydra. Anywho. The fall off points, E-leaders, you have a lot of range here. Chargers, any range weapon, you have advantage up here. Don't lose it. As soon as you realize that you're gonna get, like, thrown specials at, just back up. Like, take one of, these few. I'm gonna mark this as one as well. Say, like, this one, for example, is good if you have another backline. If you have another backliner who's already taking this up corner, you want to find a way to pinch with it. Staying over here is kind of a good spot. I myself like to hover around here, but you have to be careful you're not going to get dropped on by this person who's potentially up here. So to keep the slight height advantage, hover the uninkable wall that's here, and then you can kind of hop up and down, and then you're not going to get yourself trapped in this space. If you find that there's more of a fight about to break out here, you could still aim from up here. But if you want to be closer and say you just came out of ink and you already have a charge, by all means, just stay down here and claim your area. But otherwise, like, just this high spot, it's good enough. Good enough there. Now, there really isn't a non-traditional spot for zones on this map. The one spot that I would say that could be non-traditional, I didn't stamp it, stamp, work. The non-traditional spot that I would say for this area would be up here. If you can hop the box and get up here. I'm actually, you know what, I will mark it, why not, let's mark it. The reason being is for zones as a backline, you don't want to go too far away from it, but yet you still want to be ahead of it, like, showing your dominance. If you don't show your dominance, they're going to see that weak side and just outright pummel you, if they aren't already trying to do that to begin with. So definitely be careful of that. I also realized I forgot to make a Discord ping. Hang on, I need to make Discord ping. There, okay. Tweet's been officially made. Okay, so I think that's all I really need to mark for here. I'm gonna mark one more, and that's this. I'll mark that one. I'm gonna mark this one as a non. Reason being is because it's left side. Right side is a backline advantage. A lot of people heard of the right side peak, correct? This is left side, and also you have a disadvantage from whoever's got high ground up here, so I don't recommend this spot, but it is a decent spot. I will say that, but you have to make sure that this top part is clear. From this, of course, we all know how deadly fall off can be. You can fall off from here, you can do all that. If anything, like, get on the box, like, just get the little bit of height advantage. I'm gonna actually put this half on the box, half out, but it's left side. You don't wanna... The left side's very iffy, so always try to take the right-hand side. So I'm gonna mark that as a non-traditional. I see backlines do it. I do it myself when I know, like, it's the only place I can go. But I don't like being at my left side when I don't need to be. And for me, I take a lot of those risks. And I know I've got to, you know, lower that down. It's definitely something for me. But it does work here and there. So it's an option for those to take. But I think that's it for zones. Mark one more. I'll call it, okay, that's it for zones. Yeah, that looks right. From what I can recall, I'm just going through my own brain of different spots that I've been in on zones. And where I've seen other people be. I think that's majority of it. So you kind of see how it mimics a little bit, right? Yeah, that's about how that is. Alright. And now I do the fun part. Is labeling. For those who've seen my maps already, do the labels help, or do I even need to bother with the labels anymore? And I just put like a table of contents in the description. Out of curiosity. What I can do is save this and just label it later if I need to. You're in training Squiffer mode. Phenomenal. The window cleaner weapon itself, as me and my friends like to call it. Fun fact, I think it's been at least a year. Went into I had a group of friends. We went into a turf war. It's definitely been over a year. It's been a year and a half. Went into a turf war lobby and we literally invaded it with all Squiffers. I will never forget that one for the life of me because I couldn't use it. I used it, but I definitely struggled. But Squiffer in training. One, I also feel sorry for the Squiffers because they are also being outclassed. So they're in kind of the same boat as I am as a Hydra main. But put in the right hands with training. Yeah, you don't want to mess with a with a one-trick Squiffer. I will say that. You try to get the upper hand on them, you know, they're gonna get you first. It's the laundry sniper. We exist to clean up the suites. We called it the window cleaner weapon back then, but you know, everyone calls it different. It's basically a spray bottle, right? Sweats. It says sweats, not sweets. Apologies, I can't read. Or things are bundled together, and the way the chat is as well, it's hard for me to read. Also, good old dyslexic brain at its finest. It is now confirmed that that is something I also have, along with 2 other things. No wonder why my brain's a mess, right? Okay, I'm gonna leave it unlabeled for now. I don't know. Do I label it? I'll try it. I'll do what I can to label it. This is gonna be a pain, but I'll get it. Oh, no! I forgot how precise this has to be. Oh, good lord. Me struggling just to make text boxes. Purpose of the map to mark areas you'll be anchored to. Yeah, it's a lot of people always come to me with questions of, hey, where would a backline stand here? Hey, can I get positioning tips? Hey, any idea of how I can work around on this map better? It's one of my weaker ones. So I just came up with the idea to pinpoint the main spots of different states of the game. So, like, if you're in a state where your team is pushing, some of the key spots backlines want to take when you have advantage in those areas. Spots where you want to take when you have to go on defense, and some spots that you can take but aren't, like, you know, like the number one option, but still a good option depending on how you play, or and all that kind of ideas. Key spots as a backline is holding space. Yes, it is, Fade. Is holding space, but also, you know, like, adding pressure. Because the biggest difference, going from... Yeah, and we'll get there. I'm gonna be marking it. You also, like... Hang on. I'm overloading. That'll work. It's not pretty, but it works. Gets Big Bubbler that way. It's not getting Big Bubbler. It's basically written at this point that we're getting Splashdown. If it doesn't get the Splashdown, I will actually be surprised. I will genuinely be surprised. Splashdown on Hydra, why? Are you familiar with the Splatoon 2 Vanilla Hydra? That's why. The only thing is that we're unsure of what sub it's gonna be. If it gives it wall, I'm probably gonna slightly cry on the inside. But we'll see what happens, I guess. Okay, well that's it for that one. Splat Bum would be nice. Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna switch it to BRB screen every time I save, just because I know one of the files does show my name. So I'd rather not have that. Make sure it actually saves properly. I did just save it. Okay, we got that one. Now for the next one. Which one's this one? This one's... No! Tower. There we go. I mean, Splashdown isn't the worst thing it could give it. I will say that. It does have its slight benefits. It isn't optimal, but I know how to use it. It's just, I hope there's a bomb. That's literally what I'm saying. I could work with Auto Bomb Splashdown in S2. I could work with that. Now, I have my optimal kit, which is Auto Bomb Booyah Bomb. Like, I love the Vanilla Hydra kit as it is. But now for the second one, as long as it has a bomb, like, gosh, if it has burst, splat, or suction, I'm fine with that. And I can use it. If it has wall, beacon, I guess line marker I could make do with, in all honesty, but if it has wall or beacon, I'm going to cry. I'm going... Oh. It just... Oh my gosh. You know, that's just kind of where it is. Need how to learn it from me. You have to know how to be properly aggressive with a Hydra if you want it to be Splashdown viable. You have to know how to escape properly. And you will also want a good amount of ink res and bomb defense. Or at least ink resistance on your build. You have to know how to squirm around and quick escape. If you don't, it's just goodbye. Good luck. Have fun. Farewell. Good morning, Jameer. Okay, let's work on the tower one. I'm gonna start with defense by checkpoints, move on to push by checkpoints. Of course. Wish I could just copy and paste from the last map. I probably could, but you know. And I'm being summoned. Anywho. This one, new Squiffer have Autobomb and Crab Tank or Trizuka. Oh my god, Squiffer with Trizuka. That would actually be deadly. I guess both of them would be equally as annoying. But it doesn't terrify me, I guess, just with like the amount it takes for it to get special in the first place. I know some people run a significant amount of special charge up just to, you know, get those specials. I don't think that'll particularly scare me. It'll still push me back a bit, but I don't think I have to theorize too much about that one, of how to defeat it. Still miffed after the nonsense that was pulled on Octobrush Nouveau in 3. That was the beacon missiles, right? What's wrong with beacon and missiles? Then again, I'm not an Octobrush user, but considering beacon's an Inkstorm. No missiles. Didn't it have an Inkstorm? Is it really Inkstorm? Oh, I thought it was missiles. That's the Viper Deco that has missiles and Inkstorm. Yeah, okay, I see the issue there. That is definitely what I would like to call a supportive brush. It's just not one that you can go in with, but it's not a bad one for zones. If you want my opinion, especially on things like Humpback. Maps with terrain. I can see that one actually working quite well on. It would honestly preferably be my option. If I ever play a brush, I'd prefer to play Niveau over the regular one, because I can't Zipcaster with my life. That nightmare spawn of a special stayed in Splat 2. I like Inkstorm. Like, yes, it's good in scenarios, but it's not, like, overly terrible. It's actually quite balanced, in my opinion. Oh, missiles. Yeah, missiles could have stayed whack. But I will admit they aren't as bad as... there. I didn't see Jamie's missiles was S2. Again, the greens combined each other from Gamer and Jamie, and I can't see who's who. That's gonna happen a lot. Yeah, for those coming into chat and all that, I'm not so great in the reading department as of late. So colors will blend in with each other. I don't know how to pronounce a lot of names anymore. Yeah, you're pink now. Cool. So I will mess a lot of things up here and there. So keep in mind, brain's a bit of a mess. I know a lot of you are, a good number of you are regulars here, so I can explain. So just recently, I actually had a phone call with my doctor. And we were waiting to do a follow-up on some things, so we did the follow-up. So I knew I had, you know, like ADHD, but that's common in most. Now I also get to fight dyslexia, which has now been confirmed, and also I am an insomniac. So it's all bunched together and everything makes sense now why I can't do things. So at least not as well as I used to. So it's just it's a struggle, but I can't really do much about it considering how my daily life flows. So the most I can do is just live with it. And in the end, you guys get content and I mess up more and you get to go ha 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 ha, right? At least that's what most people do. Back to map. Okay, neutral game. We already marked that out. Generally stating, there. This is another key spot you want to do. But now as they approach first checkpoint, this doesn't really change much, but you're going to find a lot of people are going to be pushing into this side here. You want to make sure up here. You can go up here for a better right side peek. I'd honestly recommend up here over this, but it is what it is. Checkpoint 1, you're fighting from here, you have a spot. Fighting from up here, you're dealing with the people up ahead. Then this spot becomes nullified. Checkpoint 2, this is a risky one. You want to be up here. Checkpoint 2, checkpoint 2, checkpoint 2. Checkpoint 2. Checkpoint 3. Not checkpoint 3, but the KO zone is really annoying. do much with this one. I think leaders can hit from up here. I know I can barely reach sometimes, but you want to hit it before KO. Sometimes you might not have a choice. Okay, this one's weird. Because it's left side peak. It's left side peak and you want to make it so that the tower doesn't KO. So if you end up going back here, you don't have much place to stop it. That's why this one's really weird. I'm gonna keep this one because I know leaders can use this. But this one's gonna be the bigger one. Okay. That's annoying, but it is what it is. First checkpoint! I'm gonna make this one normal this time. Do I want to make it normal? No, I'm gonna make it blue. This is the one you want. It's purple. It's too bad this is blocking the way. If you can just get up there, then you're golden. I'm gonna actually cover this spot and make it blue. Just overviewing and thinking in my head first, hang on. So yeah, we go up to neutral. We got kind of all those. These mains. Checkpoint 1, those two. Checkpoint 2, these two roughly. A majority this one. Checkpoint, final KO. This one can help get it up if you're not already up, but you want to finish in this one, KO it. Yeah, that's about that. Okay. Hello, sheep. Defense, these two, pushing forward up here just in general, and that's pretty much it. You could also defend from here, but again, I'm not marking this spot because it's risky. If you're a charger player, this is actually not a bad right side peak for you. Maybe I should mark it. I'm gonna mark it as a non-traditional. It works, but you don't have a lot of escape. Even I pick people off up here. I'm gonna mark it as blue. That should do it for that one. Yeah, that'll do it for that one. And now to fail at my... No. It's not bold! I've also been told I need to go run upstairs and get some stuff. I think they brought food, so I should probably go get that. Otherwise, I probably won't actually have anything for like another 4 hours. Hey, I'm kind of bopping to the music right now. I've only done 2 of these and my mind already feels disgusting.
Run speed.
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 Run speed. Run speed.
Run
Run
speed.
speed.
Run
Run
speed.
speed. Speed run.
How does that look wrong? Oh. Oh my god, that's why I've been so confused! I was like, why does this seem wrong? Okay, fun fact for you guys. I've been so confused that I've been spelling offense and defense wrong the entire time, and I can never remember if there's supposed to be an S or a C. For me, I typically spell it with a C, but I've spelled it with an S for the maps. I think I may have switched partway through. It is both. It is both. It's the same thing of why I spell color differently. So, yeah. It's not just that, but it also UK and Canada are the same, of course. US is just the oddball. Right? Yeah, no. So I'm always so hesitant whenever I spell things because it seems wrong when really, like, it's right, but not to Americans. Hello? I did a quick lookup because I wasn't sure if I did it right. We have mixed English in Canada more often. Color and offense, but aluminum instead. You just do what autocorrect tells me. Well, it's funny because my autocorrect will do one thing and then it'll do another. Because I've spelt it so many times once already. But then I myself will end up changing it to the American way sometimes. Because it looks wrong in the first place and I'm like, wait. So, I don't actually know how I've spelt these in the past maps, but watch them change. Wouldn't surprise me if they did. Uh... This Rainmaker clams. I never look before I click on it. And now I've zoomed it. Please. It's rain. Color is the fancy type, but color is like, bam! Yeah, fair. Okay, this time I'm actually gonna BRB. I'm needed upstairs to go grab food, so I can grab food in the meantime. For those who don't like those kinds of things, I do apologize, but I'll kind of be doing two at once. So, and I've only got a certain amount of time left to get a few of these done, so yeah, I'll be right back real quick. Okay, I'm back. Ugh. Does anybody here have low spice tolerance? Ugh. Because I do. And I just had a spring roll. Usually, the spring rolls we have are fine. This one was not. One second while I breathe fire. At least it feels like I could do that. Of course, gamer, they would put the two maps with the most horrible middles. One wide, but then narrow, and then just narrow to wide. It's like, here, you didn't like one scenario? Let's give you the other one, too. TC Bluefin. Oh my god. Okay. I would honestly play the tower control one over the zones one. That's just me. Oh my god. I made a mistake. Rainmaker, Wahoo, and Ramen. I would take that one over all of them. Robo Ramen has become my favorite map in this game. Fun fact, I cannot drink milk as it is. I can drink it, but I won't. It's funny, I used a little bit of milk for tea, right? There was still a bit left, and I'm like, ah, okay, I'll use it tomorrow. And then, you know, my dad comes in and is just like, ah, just finish it. It's only like a mouthful. And I'm like, all yours. He's like, it's just a mouthful. Come on. I'm like, no. Do you want me to throw up right here? No. But no. Whenever there's like a little bit there, I won't. Ugh. It's funny because it's used for so many different things. When I was in my own place for college, I'd get like the tiniest thing of milk to use for like teas and stuff. Teas and cereals. But I had to get like the smallest thing because I'd never finish a normal jug. Rainmaker Brine, Rainmaker Brine, Rainmaker Brine! I'm not even gonna recommend this spot on Rainmaker. If you do not have control of the Rainmaker, do not go up here. It is awful. What if you did anyways? You're causing your team a disadvantage because you're gonna get shot at by the Rainmaker and you have no escape method from a Rainmaker shot. Which could potentially lead to team wipe and checkpoint 1 being claimed for free. You don't want that. If you know you can get pop with your team and there's nobody else pushing this way, then sure. But otherwise, at the start of a Rainmaker game, I wouldn't, unless if you know for sure. Like, you're 100% sure you're gonna get pop, and you're not gonna die. I'm thinking here. Oh, I should have made this one blue again! Oh, rip. Make it blue. Good enough. Yeah. I think that's all you can do for Rainmaker on this one. Oh, this one. Duh. That one's a good one. Alright, now we're pushing forward to the checkpoint. We need up here. Up here. I'm gonna put this blue one back. Yeah, that about does it. One trick Glugas can only go so far. Here and there. One of my teammates mains Glugas, but did have to resort to doing like a second thing. But all I can say is don't abandon the thing you love. Play it on your strengths and just have something that can rebound from your weakness, right? That's what Yeet does. But yeah, the biggest thing is not to abandon the thing that you like the most. Like, yes, it's not gonna work for some maps. It's like me and Mako Mart right now. That's definitely probably one of my weaker ones. Yeah, Mako Mart's been one of my weaker ones, so I haven't been playing Hydra there, or let alone a Splatling in general. But we swapped up our comp a little bit, so it's actually been working out. With Hydra than without. So it's kind of interesting, actually, at how it's formed around. I will say though, it's not my strongest map, but I've gotten better on it. But I also have to figure out how the team wants to roll on it, because depending on how they want to roll out is what determines what I can play and how I can play it. Okay. Ow. This is probably the most non-traditional spot I'm gonna be marking on this map ever. This is a spot I definitely get away with on Rainmaker on this one, of course, a lot. Of course, it's only on Rainmaker we can do this. But this is a spot for you backlines if you have a double backline comp and neither of you are the Rainmaker carrier. This is one of the spots that one of you can take if you can get to it. and if you crossfire both of your shots while protecting the Rainmaker, they can only do a limited number of things to you. Like, it's quite a nuisance. So I have discovered. I don't know about you guys, but I'm one of the ones that doesn't mind playing with double backline on certain maps. Barnacle is, like, not the best one, but it isn't the worst either. It's, like, in the middle. But you can do some pretty nasty pinch combos with another backline on this map, especially when you can get advantage. On defense, it's a little bit harder, but you can also cover the choke point better, as long as you're prepared for it. I think that's it for that one. No, I forgot to make it bold. Definitely is no longer on shovel. I would like it to be on shuffle though, because I do like some of the solo options. I don't even think it's on the playlist at all. It isn't! What? Hang on. Huh. Yeah, because that's what we started with. Okay, now give me the button. Is it shuffling now? Yep, we're shuffling now. Although, I don't remember what this is. Oh, this is cool. Like I said, I like the alternative music quite well, actually. Okay, Barnacle and Dime is done! Cool. I'm not actually leaving this time, don't worry. Oh, wait, no. Barnacle and Dime isn't done? Just this one is. There's one more I forgot. I can't count to 4. Got clams left. I always forget that. I do the other 3, and then it's just like, wait, there's one more. Psych. Hello, Kennedy. This is the clams map, please. Yes, yes it is. Why is it way over there? Okay, this is the last one, and then we get to go do Humpback, which is probably my favorite one. You eat sushi, jealous. What kind of sushi? What sushi roll is it? Or, you know what I mean. Hey, we won a game. I don't think so. I don't think so, Pika. Well, what foods? It's 2 different kinds of pasta. One's is it a cheese ravioli? I don't know. Hang on. Some cheese ravioli. A pasta that I don't actually know the name of, but it's kind of like it's not a ravioli stuffed noodle, but it's like the top, it looks like a squared off portion of a lasagna noodle rolled up. And that's the pasta. I don't know what it is. And then there's some shrimp in it, and it's all covered in tomato sauce. That's what I have. I also had a spring roll, which had something spicy in it that didn't like me. It made me want to breathe fire. And then zucchini fries. Alrighty, clams. Clams. I didn't take too many zucchini fries, though. I'm all for the pasta. Did I mention there's shrimp in it? Yeah, there's shrimp in it, and then I put 2 slices of shredded cheese on top of it, or shredded cheese. I put cheddar cheese slices on top of it because we didn't have shredded cheese. Yeah, I can't remember what it is. I read the package, but I can't remember what it is. Oh, I need this blue. Okay. I love this song. I love this Salmon Run song. I don't know what it is about it, but it's catchy. I'm like bopping right now. There isn't really too many spots to be here up on this side. There. That'll do it. Climbs is pretty simple. It's just zones, but with more forward positions. If that makes sense. Sorry, I am bopping to the music. Like, literally. While I'm eating this. Yeah, I think that's that. I think that's it for, I think that's it for Barnacle now. Can I also say that the statues right here look great from an overhead view? Okay. They look funny. Still cool. So it's like some kind of eel. It's not gonna do the thing. And then the song ends. I will say the fact that the next song shuffled had the trumpets. Okay, let me get Humpback. That one's gonna be an easy one. I'm gonna try and breeze through that one. I very much want to see a school band play this for fun. I don't know why, but it's something I'd like to see. Alright, and now we get to do the Reef Slider Cheese Booyah Bomb Cheese map of all time. Sounds Humpback. Oh no, did I hit the right one? Okay, I did. Cheese. So yeah, whenever this map mode comes into play, people are either gonna run. It's basically it's special spam mania is what this map is. I don't have too much to say about it, but now, okay, this spot's huge, and I'm marking this one first. This spot, it's non-traditional, but it's a great spot if you can take it, and your teammates can hold the underground here. I love it. I've also seen some people stand up here sometimes. This is the one you want, though. And that's it for traditional offense! one spot on this map that is a traditional spot that you take when you have control of the zone. The other two are more so optional to say, but they are still good spots. More so this side than the other one. It's too good. Now, these are the two main points of defense. But I would like people to know, don't be afraid to defend from this side either. I think it was, like, the Barry, those should know the Barry streamer, Charger player, has mentioned something about playing along this side before. The only reason why I don't mark it is because it's like, it's not the most common, but people know to do it. So remember that you can also shoot from this side. Even from, like, any of these open spots, but I'm just marking the primary areas. And you don't have to follow the guide to a T. I wrote a little paragraph saying you don't have to follow the guide to a T. These are just common kind of, like, places to keep an eye out for, like, for backliners who want to figure out where to go or where you could possibly find the opposing backline. I think that's it. I think that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it for zones. Congrats on the 4-star, Brillo. I don't think I've hit halfway with Heavy Deco yet. I haven't played too much Heavy Deco. I've been playing my Hydra again recently. I have Discord pings. I should probably check those. Oh, they aren't important. We're good. If it was team stuff, then I would have to, you know, pay more attention to it. Yeah, that's it for Humpback. Humpback's pretty plain and simple for zones. Tracking people down for a scrim is hard. Yeah. I get that. I would have pinged for something earlier, but right now I'm only sitting with 3. We're gonna be... a good number of us might be a little rusty, but my squad hasn't played together for a month. So we are gonna be slowly getting back into the comp stuff. Kind of looking forward to it. I will say I kind of enjoyed the break though. It definitely put me more at ease. Oh, you found them. Nice. Tracking down people for scrim. Wait, were you talking about scrim partners or your teammates? What was I doing? Nice. I've had to do that. Good old joys of being the manager, captain, manager, you know. He's doing something, I can't remember what. Oh yeah. Brain is going squirrel moment right now. Oh, this one's cool. There. Humpback TC. Look at that path. It's quite the Z. This one's not too particularly different either. That is not a circle, but it's fine. Checkpoint 1, checkpoint 2, you can defend from here. I defend from there. I love this one. One of my favorite songs that just came on. I made it a point to defend up here. Something along those lines. I love this song. It's really epic too. Jeez. There's a lot of like regular spaces on defense, but there's like not a lot of spaces when you're trying to be aggressive, other than being on tower. Who have you contacted so far, Pika? I'm also in their server. I could maybe help. Ah. Go lay down. Okay. Later, Jamie. I'm almost done. I don't have a scrim. Jamie Pika does. I said I'm short one to potentially scrim, or I would have pinged earlier. It's Pika who is struggling. That's good. There you go. Yeah, if anything, I could have pinged one of them, or the team role in their own server, and got to it. Oh, there's one more spot I forgot to put. That was your super ultra mega backup plan. Alright, good to know. No, I'm not gonna mark that. That one's hard, because the tower's not really even there. Later, Pika. I probably won't be live on unless the teammates are cool with streaming again. I don't know what we're doing. If we're doing just open, we probably could just stream it. If we're doing like Sendo queue or something, I'll probably just record it and I can put it up later. But we're just literally getting back into doing things now, so I haven't decided what I want to do yet. No! Aw, it doesn't line up. That's gonna annoy me. Hey! I did it. I swear it takes me longer just to write the labels than it does for me to actually dot the map. Woo. Oh my god. Oh, I'm mad. I just had a heart attack. I was making sure I didn't mess it up so much. That scared the living daylights out of me. Oh my god. Thanks, Imad. Oh. I'm awake. You were just looking at my positioning guide the other day. Yeah, and how outdated it is. Oh. I jumped a whole 10 BPM from that. It jumped. Jeez. Whew. I'll see if my crew is cool with me streaming. Actually, I probably shouldn't stream. Like I said, it's still new and all that. I'm probably actually gonna end the stream. Just for whole practice purposes and getting back into things with the group. Once we do a tournament, I will make sure that's there, but, you know. Imad, thank you very much for the resub towards the end. Tomorrow, I want to do another casual stream. I only have this weekend left, guys. I've got 2 more days of main streaming and then just other things. I want to do something casual. So tomorrow, I kind of want to do a mix of things. I want to do some Rhythm Doctor, and I want to play Skyward Sword. 2 kind of games that I got for Christmas that I would like to share. I have played through Skyward Sword, and I know the little gimmicks that Rhythm Doctor does, but I think there'll be a nice little casual stream. So I am going to end that stream there. I think I just saw Fire Luna just go live. So we can go raid Fire Luna. I just have to find them first. Did Fire Luna just go live, or did it just show me the thing? No, yeah, Fire Luna's there. Alright, this is Fire Luna's Guild Wars stream. I just forgot. I should probably send you to someone who's doing Splatoon, though. I'm still gonna tune into Fire Luna's stuff. Okay, Rose is streaming, so I'm gonna send you to Rose. But make sure you guys go say hi to Fire Luna, though, okay? It helps when I put raid in front of everything, right? There! Okay. Make sure you guys go say hi to both Fire Luna and Rose. There. Okay, make sure you guys go say hi to Fire Luna. We're gonna go raid Rose. I think I just missed a thing. View to... Okay. There. Raid will be ready in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's ready. Account for stream delay. Okay. Let's go.